Few issues already with this one. Are you surprised if I say nothing of it was on the report? Is a raver. So Amanda, the last owner of this car, is a full-scale raver.
And actually, at the petrol station, when I started it back up, I think it's just slow. I don't think it actually did struggle to start. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the content. If you are, ting! Thank you to all the new subscribers and the OGs. Yeah, it's slowly going up, so thank you for your continued support. And if you're new here, thank you too. Right, so off to get another car. It's one I've had before. Never had it in this colour. Quite like this colour. If you're a young girl. Let's get to Brighouse.
Welcome back to Brighouse. And before you say it, I know blue and green should never be seen. Anyway, it's raining. It's horrible. So I'm not really bothered what I look like today. So we've come to get another car, and I've seen it over there. So I'll go get the keys and I'll give you a quick walk around. I tell you what, I was in and out of there within 30 seconds. Awesome service today. And we're already. So I'm going to spin you around. I'm going to show you what we've got. A little Picanto. I think it's the right colour as well. I think this colour will be quite popular. I'm going around right to the back because on the report it looked like there was a bit of bumper damage, but there's not. I'll insert a picture now, and you can then see why I thought there was. Now, the bumper's a little bit off colour, but aren't they always? Affordable cars. That needs to come off. But yeah, I mean, looking around it so far, doesn't look to be... Sorry, I'm just trying to hold a bag, hold all the details of it as well. Maybe I should put my bag in the car in a sec. But yeah, looking at it, doesn't look like to be much damage at all, which is good. All right, let's see if we can open and put the bag in. It works. You know what? It looks reasonably tidy as well in here. Right, let's get me bag down and have a proper look. Not too bad. This one has done, let's have a look in the boot. It's done nearly 100,000 miles. I can't do that while I'm holding this, so I'll have to do that in a minute. But tell you what I'll do. I'll come back to you once I've set off. We might have a few issues already with this one. Are you surprised if I say nothing of it was on the report? Whew. So, what have we got as a problem so far? Well, something's rattling over here. Bit of a squeaky belt. So, I don't quite know what that is. It didn't start too well, to be honest. It did turn. It did once I, turned the key and did it twice, then it was fine, but I wouldn't say it was a confident starter. So it could be some spark plugs. Trying to find the seat so that I can get my seat position better. So we're gonna have to see how it travels home, really. I mean, it's driving all right now. Also the boot. So the reason why I couldn't get the boot open is there's no boot switch. Well, there kind of is, but it's not the proper conventional boot switch that you would know. It's like the boot bit's missing, but the internals are still there. So it's very difficult to open the boot. So I've opened the boot, I've shut the boot, and then if you wait probably 30 seconds, the boot then opens again. So not fully open, but on the latch. So right now I've got a light on the dash. Brakes are good for the boot being open. So yeah, but I mean, goes all right. There's no knocks or no bangs as I'm going over all these potholes, but wasn't massively confident in the way it started. So like I said, I'll plug it in when I get back. this guy going down a one-way street. That's not good. So it wasn't a guy, it was a woman. She continued to go down the one-way street the wrong way, right to the bottom. What a donk. So I'm trying to get it into the right gear and get out of here in one swift movement, nice and safely. But the weather is appalling, so let's hope that happens. Right, we're gonna be able to go in a minute. Rev the little balls off this thing. Here we go. Woohoo! Wheel spin. Asbo. But again, yeah, there. Feels pretty good, pretty nippy. So we'll see. We'll see where we go with this one. And the other thing is, I said in the last clip, it's nearly done 100,000 miles. So I've known this little beast for all of 10 minutes. And actually, I'm going to be part of this little car's story now. Because in 3 miles, we go over 100,000 miles. And I'm driving it while it's doing it. I'm in the seat when it ticks over that milestone. So yeah, it's 99997. So we'll in a minute we're going to go to the 100,000 miles. Listen, these Kia Picantos, I've had a few of them now, and touch wood, none of them have ever caused me any problems. No dramas whatsoever. So we'll see if this is going to be the first one. But the brakes are good, the clutch feels good. The tick over's now fine. I've got to sort that boot switch, and then I'm going to plug it in and see if the struggle to start was anything to do with the well, see if there's any faults on the car. So I'll come back to you when I know a little bit more, or if we don't make it. I'm hoping we're fine, and I'll probably it might even be a couple of days with this one, because so far I want to order a few little parts for it, just that I know of, even before I've checked it. So yeah, I'll see you in a few days. Right, I'm home, and Amanda is a raver. So Amanda, the last owner of this car, is a full-scale raver. Now, she's actually done me a favour. So the CD, let's get the CD out. Oh, I can't turn the ignition on. Oh no, here it comes. The CD that was currently in here is disc 1 of National Anthems, right? Now, down here, I'll spin you around, it's full of hardcore music. So, why she's done me a favour, again, I'm going to spin you around, because I was going to buy a load for the Nova. So when I turn up at car meets, I'm, you know what I mean? Like it was back in the 90s. So, what have we got? We've got Gatecrasher. We've got Euphoria. Oh, my brother's going to love this collection. Adam and the Ants. Maybe not the same style of music. Kiss House. House Nation, that's probably the one that was just in there. We've got now that's what I call power ballads. Again, not quite the type of music that the rest of them are. What else have we got? We've got Huge Hits 1997. That one is perfect for the Nova. What's on? I don't actually tell you what's on that one. It's Scratch to High Heaven. Ibiza Uncovered. My God, Amanda, what a legend. That's the Adam and the Ants one. Legend. Oh, actually, even more of a legend. We've got some invoices. Love it. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Right, this isn't a few days later. This is literally half an hour after we've got back. So I've plugged it in with the top dom, no faults. And actually, at the petrol station, when I started it back up, I think it's just slow. I don't think it actually did struggle to start. And I've just started it again with the Diagnostic, and it did the same. So I think it's fine. The belt is a little squeaky, so it must be the auxiliary belt, because these have timing chains. So I need to have a look at that. And I've just ordered a boot switch, because that light flashing on the dash all the time, when you go over a bump, it like opens a little bit. Not like that it's going to open on the motorway or anything like that, just, you know, on the latch.
So every time you went over a bump, it did that. But it drives pretty well apart from that. It's got a really good service history as well. So in the book part, I've got a couple of receipts and stuff there. But actually on the stamps, I think there's 12 stamps. So let's have a little look. It's a 2011 plate. And the first one was done 10,000 miles in 2012. 2013, 2014, that's a main Kia dealer as well. In Hull, I don't know, what was that? 2014. And then it skips to 20... No, it's gone a bit weird. It's gone the other way around. So it goes from 14 to 15. Then it skips to 17. But we're still only on 50,000 miles at this point. Then we're 18, 19, 20, 21, 23 and 24. Not bad. It's not bad at all. Hasn't got like a leather pack though. So it's got this. It's got the owner's manual, a couple of receipts, and that's it. So I've got a few packs back there that I can make it a little bit better. So it's a one key car, this one as well, unfortunately, but hey ho, never mind. So yeah, we've ordered the switch, so I'll come back to you with that in probably the next few days. But yeah, it drove really well. It's got, like I said, it's got a good service history. It's got a reasonably decent MOT history as well. Last MOT had no advisories, so it should be all right. I just need to have a quick look at that belt, see if it either needs changing or if it just needs tightening on the tensioner, because it's just a little squeaky. So I'll have a look at that, and we'll wait for the switch. See you in a bit. Right, I'm just fixing this boot switch, or at least I can't fix it. I'm getting it ready for when the part arrives. So what you have to do, there's one little bolt here that comes off there, which is the other side of that. I'll just move these screws so I don't lose them. So this fits like that, and the screw is in that little holder there. So you take that off, and then there's 3 bolts here. That one, and that one. Take them off, and then what happens is this bad boy pulls out like so, and then you can change the switch on all the gubbins in there. So that's what I'm on with. So I'll come back to you once the part arrives. So I've now got this off, so turn it around, you unplug that from the top bit, and then there's 2 screws here, 1, 2, which are over there, and then you should just be able to pull this off. Oops, don't matter, because that's I'm not going to be using that one anyway. And that is what I'm waiting to arrive. So once that comes, I'll fit it back in and I'll show you what it's like.
3 days later.
It's cold, it's wet, it's winter in Leeds. Right, I forgot to film. So what I've done, I've ordered, this is the new switch. This side of it. Well, actually, technically, it's not. I'll explain. So this green and red wire that I've taped there and all the way up is the new switch. So you see that there? That is the new switch. So I've had that switch out. I've had to redo it myself because the switches that get delivered always come with the wrong ends. This bit here. So that's the original, and this is where the joins happen. So I've rewired it myself. So where I'm up to right now is I've put this back in, as I showed you taking it out before. The switch is now in. That's all rewired. So what I have to do now is put that back on, and that's it. In fact, I'll tell you what we should do before we do that. Let's test it. So before, in 30 seconds, it would kick itself off. I don't think I'm going to wait here for 30 seconds for you. So let's just see if it actually works first time. Yeah, baby. Get in. Right. Well, I suppose that's the best we can get for now. So I'm going to put this back on, and then we'll test it properly in a bit.
So the boot switch is all good. It's perfect. Got rid of the light on the dash. It was like a flashing red light on the dash constantly when the boot was open. So once I've changed the switch, did that little bit of rewiring, put it all back together, it's been faultless. The boots, it's nice to touch now. You're like, click. Oh, it's beautiful. Great job if I don't say so myself. So that's all sorted. The belt is fine, right? It's kind of like stopped making the noise that it was, and this is the weird bit. So before I'd fixed the boot switch, I went out one morning to turn it over, and the battery was flat, right? So I think it must have been because the boot switch kept kind of not knowing it was locked. I think it's drained the battery by leaving the boot light on. So I jump started it with my top done, started straight away with that. And then since then, because that was the same day I changed the switch, since then, the battery's been great. And also, the slow, sluggish start's now gone. And also, the belt squeak's gone. So, whether the battery is now performing better and all that stuff's kicked in, I'm not really sure. I mean, I can't see why a battery being fully charged would stop a potential auxiliary belt squeak, unless it wasn't the auxiliary belt and it was something else. But it sounds sweet as a nut now. And that I've now been driving that for a few days, and I'm really happy with it. So I've put it on sale, and I'm dead happy with it. So that's now on sale, and I've got someone coming in about half an hour. So I will come back to you with an update in a second.
And while we wait for that, let's have a look at the vehicle score, which is an app I use quite regularly. So let's type the reg of this car in, YY61NYR. And this will bring you up a score, which is just above average on this one. It's a 2012 in blue, and the last MOT was 97,500 miles, as it says there. Then on this app, you can also do a full history check and a full history check, a higher one. Basically, it checks a few more things. So this is the bit that I like. The looking good part, long-term owner. Last MOT had no comments, which was advisory free. And then the bad bits, vehicles over 10 years old, which is not really bad, is it? And the mileage is over 80,000. Again, not bad. So all the key details of the car. Picanto, 2012, it's blue, it's a 1 litre, blah, blah, blah. The performance, how much tax it's going to be, which is 20 quid on this one for the full year. Then it gives you the mileage data for the MOT accuracy, how many MOTs it's passed and failed, and then it gives you the MOT data at the bottom. So this is showing you now the last two were passed with advisories free, and the third one at 94,000 miles had a few failures.
Sold! I am back to 100% strike rate. Come on. After all them messes in the last video, this one was on sale for, 2 days maybe? Yeah, 2 days. First person saw it, bought it. What a great guy. Bought it for his daughter, which we thought would happen with the colour. No messing. You know, he was under the car. He also sniffed the oil, but not in the way the other guy did. This was a nice sniff. The other guy was trying to use it as a tactic to go, oh, head gasket's going. Yeah, of course it is, mate. Whatever. But this guy was great. It was underneath it. He checked all the wheels. He checked all the tyres. He checked underneath the road. He was checking everything. But do you know what? Sometimes when I moan about people checking everything, I want them to check everything, but it's how they do it. This guy was just dead legit. Just a great guy. I'd not cleaned the engine bay, and I'd said to him, look, I don't always clean them, mate, because sometimes I feel like, you know, people think you're hiding stuff. I've said that before. And he's like, oh, I'm glad you didn't. I'd rather it look like this. And it doesn't look terrible. Well, it does look a bit dirty. You probably saw it right at the beginning of the video. I can't remember if I showed you it or not, but it wasn't horrendous. So I left it. And he was really pleased that I'd left it. So maybe there's a thing there. Maybe I stopped cleaning engine bays. Drop it in a comment. What do you think? Do you clean engine bays? If you're not a trader and you're watching this as a customer or a potential customer, would a clean engine bay put you off, or would it actually be an encouragement to buy? Put it in and let me know, because I don't. My daughter's at the moment going 6, 7. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do. So this one worked for this potential customer. Anyway, he bought it straight away, and we say we wave goodbye to it. So a real quick sale. Yeah, really quick. And the Kia Picantos, even though it had that boot switch problem, they tend not to cause any dramas whatsoever. So it's probably one that I'll definitely look for more in the future. The quick sales in the right colour, and they cause you no dramas. I mean, that's done 100,000 miles, and you couldn't tell when you were driving it. It drove really well. So yeah, it was. I had no advisory MOT until I think it was April, beginning of April. So yeah, really happy with that one, and we're on to the next one. But what we'll do first of all, we'll do another T-shirt. Yeah, I don't know what I've got left, to be honest. I'm not really sure what I've got left. I'm looking up there because that's where I store them. I've got a couple of black ones and a couple of white ones, but I think they're mainly in large now. Yeah, pop in the comments. What should we do today? I mean, other brands are available. Put Pepsi in there. Pepsi in the comments, and I'll let you in the random draw for a T-shirt. It'll be a no knocks, no bangs one, or the Ting one. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below on what you thought throughout the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.